Hey everyone, and thank you for checking out the Movies at Work podcast show. My name is Justin, and I am 130 your podcast host. Joining me today, we have the Drewness.
What up?
Kiyoki actually couldn't make this episode, but he's going to join us on another episode with us. We'll talk about some more of the things that came out of the DC panel yesterday, DC FanDome. This episode is dedicated to DC Comics, DC movies. We wanted to talk to you guys today about Wonder Woman. Before we get there, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Movies at Work Pod. What is it? Movies at Work?
Movies at Work.
Movies at Work. I was thinking about
Movies at Work.
You can email us also at moviesatworkpod@gmail.com if you have any questions or if you have any topics you want us to cover.
Yes, please hit us up. We're always on it. We're always recording movies at work.
Right.
Literally, the big thing about this, especially with the DC fandom, were you watching it at work?
So I took the day off.
I was watching it at work. So I was going in and out at work. So I was literally like watching everything happening at work. People are all coming up to me. I'm like, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm learning about the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, we're watching this right now.
It's more important than whatever you need, man.
No, we don't want to help you out right now. No.
Please.
But no, basically, if you're not aware, so first of all, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We have a few episodes that we're going to be putting out today for you guys. On this particular episode, we're going to be talking about the movie Wonder Woman 1984. Super excited about it. But for everyone who doesn't know, this past Saturday, so DC Comics, Warner Brothers, did a virtual Comic-Con type event called DC FanDome. And pretty much what it was a 24-hour global event. The actual broadcast was only 8 hours. It started at 10 a.m. Pacific time, ended about 6 p.m. Pacific time, but they had panels of different movies.
The Hall of Heroes.
So like Comic-Con's version of Hall H, where they usually have all the mic drop moments or whatever. Their version was called Hall of Heroes. And they had a lot of different cool things to talk about. So the first thing we want to talk about with you guys is Wonder Woman 1984. They did drop a new trailer, but before we get to that, I just wanted to talk with Drew about, the panel itself. Drew, did you get the chance to catch any of the panel itself from Wonder Woman 1984?
No, but I literally was trying to, but I was at work. I only watched the trailer. Well, I watched the trailer like 6 times, man.
It was amazing.
What were they talking about on the panel?
So basically, I'll go down the list really quick. So basically, it was a 30-minute panel. It started with like this virtual room. They had a host there, and they brought out all of the major stars. So they brought out Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman, Kristen Wiig, who plays Cheetah. They brought out Chris Pine, who what was his name?
Back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They brought him back.
After like 70 years.
Steve Trevor. He's Steve Trevor from the first movie. They also brought up
pilot.
Right.
World War I pilot. And
exactly.
Her first love.
Exactly. Pedro Pascal, who's another villain in the movie. They haven't really told how he's a villain or anything like that, but they have said he is a villain in the movie. And then Patty Jenkins also rounded out, the panel for that one. It was really, really cool. So they talked about their excitement of the movie. They talked about what they want the fans to enjoy. Patty Jenkins, she did direct the first Wonder Woman. She's also famously known for her work on Monster that came out, many, many years ago.
Starring Charlize Theron, playing a serial killer. I cannot remember her name for some reason.
But the serial killer is from... Right, based out of Florida, which is actually kind of funny because there was a couple of scenes in that movie where they're skating at a skating rink, and that's actually the skating rink I used to go to all the time when I was a child. But,
oh, that's crazy! All I know is I watched that movie Monster, and all I can say is Charlize Theron played, and it's based on the real lady, a woman who just would kill guys randomly to take their money.
She was she was a prostitute. She would sleep with men and then would kill them. To take
for no reason
like that.
And there wasn't like a motive behind it. It just was like, I just kill him.
I think she was poor or whatever the case may be, but it is. But Patty Jenkins, she directed that movie. She's been Ghost for a while, but then she came back and directed, the blockbuster hit Wonder Woman, and is back to do the second one, Wonder Woman 1984. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited about it. It was originally supposed to come out last year in June, and then they pushed it back to this year in June. And then because of COVID, they had to push it back, but they've been very adamant about wanting to release it in theaters. So
Yeah.
right now it's supposed to come out October 2nd, 2020. If where I guess wherever theaters are open around you. So super
I
excited about it.
I'm gonna go see it in a drive-through.
Okay.
So like there's a few drive-throughs out here, and I'm realizing like, look, I miss going to the movies, so I'm gonna just start going. And drive-throughs are safe. You're in your own car,
Right.
and I need a movie experience. I don't feel comfortable going to the theater just yet, maybe unless it was empty. But
I think it may. So I think so.
yeah.
AMC supposedly opened up this week,
Yeah, I seen that.
and I know that a lot of theaters they're either blocking off seats between people, or I know some theaters are taking out the actual seats so you can social distance, and that way they can only have limited capacity.
Got it.
Me personally, just because I feel like there's a lot of times you can go see a movie. I can go see a movie in the morning where there won't be a lot of people there. I would feel comfortable going in. Maybe I won't go like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, where there's supposed to be more people. But just
Yeah.
because of there's not a lot of movies that are going to be in theaters,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going to a theater. But I totally feel you. If there's
Yeah.
a drive-in next to you, definitely go check out on the drive-in.
Absolutely. I'm surprised they didn't open. They aren't back, but whatever. I'm surprised they're not more just before COVID.
I think they're supposed to be opening up with some. But
Yeah.
anyways, so jumping off into this panel really quick. So the panel, like I said, was 30 minutes long. It was the first panel to kick off the DC FanDome event. We had all of those actors and Patty Jenkins showed up. So pretty much they just talked about, their excitement for the film from everyone's different perspective. They had questions from the fans. They had video questions. People had sent in their questions,
Yeah.
beforehand. They had a few surprises. One of the main surprises was Venus Williams. She showed up and she asked pretty much who would win between the tennis match between Cheetah and Wonder Woman. Kristen Wiig, who plays Cheetah, said she felt like she would win just because she's faster, and she made a joke about how a Wonder Woman would have like a golden tennis racket and it'll be too heavy for her. And
Oh.
Gal Gadot was like, "Oh, I guess I could take you up on that match. We'll see what happens." They played on that. It was really really fun.
Cat fight.
Right,
Get it?
cat fight. Right, no, right.
Yeah.
But no, they talked about it for a little bit. Another really cool thing that happened right before they wrapped up and they showed the trailer was the original Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, showed up. Pretty much gave her seal of approval of all of the Wonder Womans, and she told this nice story about how her daughter saw the first Wonder Woman movie, and she said how she felt like the Wonder Woman movie was as a tribute to her mom as a legacy, and how she's really excited, and she gave her seal of approval. She gave it a long time ago, but it was a public seal of approval of the new Wonder Woman and incarnation of it, and it was a nice touch to say this is the original Wonder Woman, giving a seal of approval for the upcoming Wonder Woman movies, and she's really happy about it as well.
That's exciting because I love Linda Carter. All I'm saying is look, she's got it. Whatever it is, she's got it. She still got it. She been had it. She honestly that was my one complaint about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Respectively, she's pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie. But Linda Carter was a little bit thicker, I guess you could say, and I like that. And
I think Gal Gadot. She used to be
Gal Gadot's thinner versus Linda. She's just thin. She's just in
Well, I was talking about she used
athletic
to be
shape.
she used to be like a beauty queen pageant or something like
exactly.
that.
Mind you, I'm not. It ain't that. I'm just saying she looks amazing. Just Linda Carter had the. It
was a little bit thicker. Yeah,
it wasn't a little bit thicker. Linda Carter was look. She had a lot, and I liked it. But anyway, awesome. But good for them. That's exciting that she handled.
Honestly, though, I don't know if anyone else. I feel like just because of what Gal Gadot has been doing with that character, I can't really see anyone else right now really taking it on. She just has this presence about her on screen that just embodies the concept of Wonder Woman. It's so funny, just think about the first Wonder Woman movie. The most iconic scene from that was the No Man's Land scene, and there's been stories that came out how Patty Jenkins was very passionate about that scene, and how
Really?
the studio didn't want it in it, and it was like, no, we didn't want this scene in it, and she was like, she fought for it. It's like, no, like this is the moment, and that was the scene that defined that movie. And
why wouldn't they want her in the middle of a war, beating people up with her shield and lasso and dodging bullets? What?
Yeah, but I think it's also a testament, because there has been a definite change of command over at Warner Brothers now, where people now, they get it. But back then, if you just going back to the scene a little bit and just thinking about like how, they were in the trenches, they were, doing all the stuff like that, and Wonder Woman, she was, looking at everyone like dying and looking at all these different people. And she was like, I want to help. And everyone was like, no, we can't help. This is no man's land. No one can get across. And that moment when she realized who she was and, put on her little helmet with her little thing right here, it was like, I'm here. I'm going to help. I'm going to do whatever I can. And even the sequence, how it was shot was so beautiful.
That shot was fired.
It was a beautiful shot. And it's just crazy to think how, like, this is the scene y'all wanted to take out in the movie. Like, I don't understand. But no, it's crazy. Let's dive into the trailer a little bit. So both of us have already seen it, so we can't really react to it live for you. But I just want to talk about it as well, because one of the main villains is Kristen Wiig's Cheetah, and I'm not familiar with the actual character Cheetah, but I've been reading up about it, and she goes full on Cheetah. And I think all the images up until now, they really haven't showed her.
They haven't shown it at all. They've only shown her as what's the character? What's her actual name?
Barbara. I know her first name is Barbara.
I mean, look, the line of the trailer is, Barbara, what did you do to yourself?
Right, and she's a whole cheetah.
Yeah, because for pretty much the majority of the trailer, you see her as Kristen Wiig playing somebody. She can fight. She has moves, and she's aggressive. And then literally at the last like 20 seconds, all of a sudden you see her as a cheetah woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it makes sense, a la Cats. Remember that movie Cats? Everybody looking like cats and it looked creepy as hell. No. She looks like that, but it makes sense because that's the character. The character is supposed to be, a humanoid cheetah combo. Like, it's supposed to look like that. So it's perfect. And I think that was really exciting because, one of the issues and this is really just a comic book movie issue, is a lot of times they have a hard time portraying the bad guys as the way they looked in the comics for whatever reason. Sometimes they can't do it via graphics. Sometimes people want to change the way they look because they think it looks dumb, or just actors aren't that good or whatever. But we finally get to see it, and it's actualized the exact way we've seen it in the cartoons and the comics and everything. And I think in the video games. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And to see them fight the way they fight was just like, yeesh.
That one scene where Cheetah tries to jump over and Wonder Woman grabs her and throws her down.
Throws her to the ground in midair, though.
Midair. No, it was great. It was great.
And I also like how they finally, because we don't know the story of how Chris Pine's character comes back.
Right.
So they finally give you a little hint as to even he doesn't know. Because when he's like, yo, I'm going to fly this plane, they don't know how I'm flying. She's like, yeah, it's 1984, dog. You was flying in 1917. Like, it's completely, we have radar now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same thing. He's like, what? And it just gives you a window into the fact that he's kind of, he don't know what's going on either. You know what I mean? He's kind of just confused as we are as characters, as viewers. So
yeah, I think it's really great because even though they are showing a little bit more of the story, I feel like they really haven't shown too much, because you see, obviously, like in the first trailer, you see, Wonder Woman's character, Diana, and then you also see Kristen Wiig's character. They're friends. You don't really see the conflict between them. You see, obviously, them fighting in this one, but you don't see what led up to it. And even though I feel like that scene we saw when she is cheated, I'm pretty sure that's the third act of the film.
Yeah.
But we don't see how she got there. No. But you do see her when she's still in her human form. She has powers. Like when she shows up, I think that Wonder Woman is fighting inside. It looks like either the Capitol building.
Oh yeah,
the Capitol building, or is the White House. It looks like, because she's in DC.
Yeah,
and you can see, like, Kristen Wiig's character. She has powers at that point, but she hasn't actually turned full cheetah yet. So I'm really excited to see like that dynamic and see like what causes her to envy Wonder Woman so much, and what goes to that. So
yeah, and it's also cool just to see strong women.
Right.
Like, it's cool. Like, we've seen a lot of guys do guy shit. Like, you know what I mean? In a way, it's like, okay, like I get it, strong man body and stuff. Like, it's cool to see something new, you know what I mean? And something different. So I was pretty excited about that too.
Yeah, so like I said, a Wonder Woman 1984 is supposed to hit theaters October 2nd of 2020. As of right now, that is the set scheduled release for that. What did you guys think of the trailer? What did you guys think of it? Let us know in the comments down below. And I'm pretty sure whether we go to a drive-in theater or we go to an actual theater or if it comes out on premium video on demand, we will be watching it. We will be covering it. I'm really excited to see it. I want to see it as soon as it come out.
I'm watching it. So
exactly.
I need that action, man. We ain't been to the movies in a year. It's been 7 months. It's been 7 months since we've been able to go see movies.
Right. I think the last movies I saw in theaters was maybe February.
Oh, for me it was Bad Boys. When we went to see Bad Boys.
It could. I think I did see like 1 or 2 movies.
You saw one after that, 1 or 2 after that. But
yeah, but that was
Bad Boys was the first big movie I seen. Big movie.
And that was January of this year?
Late January.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So Wonder Woman 1984. Be sure to check it out. Online. You can find the trailer online if you didn't have a chance to watch the panel. And look out for more DC movie content coming soon. Until next time, you guys. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.